Otherwise, he's giving us so much value. So let's go for the big score. What is the worst? Honestly, this one is probably the worst. And let's go for the big score. When we are at 15, so we just need untapped mana. Like, we have enough mana to make it work. Oh, he won't be happy about this. Enjoy your Silex. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we have absolutely amazing Izzet deck. I really enjoyed this one, and the games today were pretty epic. I think that we did a really great job with outplaying some of the opponents, and if you want to learn especially like a bit of a control against control or some, you know, cute tricks, definitely check out the videos. We did some of them, and I think we did very well. And there was also a mono blue player. Alright, so what the deck is about. The deck is kinda Lier Hullbreaker with Temporal Firestorm. So this is a huge part. In Izzet, Firestorm is actually a pretty decent card because you can use the blue kicker very easily. And we also have Celestus, so theoretically you can just go for double kicker. So you can protect your Hullbreaker, Lier, whatever, or even tokens from the Fable. So yeah, a lot of power in the Firestorm, but the main idea for the deck, of course, as usually, is Lier together with very cheap cards that give you card advantage. Flame Blast board, amazing answer to Tenacious Underdog. Honestly, this is one of the biggest reasons this is in the deck because of the exile effect, and it perfectly pairs with the Underdog. And on the other side, it's 1 mana, so if you play Lier, you probably can use 2 of them from the graveyard to destroy something bigger. But the main removal for the deck is Fires of Victory, and it's actually one of the biggest cards of the deck. It really changes how the whole deck plays. Like, without this one, the deck would be different. This is a big thing here. 2 mana removal, probably you know the card by now, but the kicker thing is really easy to cast in this one. We have a lot of mana in the mana base, we have a lot of cardo, so usually we don't miss land drops, at least in my experience. This means that casting this with kicker is generally quite easy, and usually it deals enough damage to kill any creature you want. And it might seem like a small difference, like 1 extra card, whatever, and you pay so much mana. But in longer games, getting 1 extra mana, extra card, and getting another one in time, like this means that at some point you will have 2 cards and your opponent has 0. And that's usually enough to win. Especially that we have pretty good synergies. So for Lier, of course, we have Consider and Fading Hope, because they pair perfectly. We also have things like Big Score. We have a little bit of everything in the cardo, but the main cardo is Silver Scrutiny, because it has X. We do benefit from treasures. We have Fable, and believe me, like this token will make you quite a lot of treasures, and it will ramp you heavily. And getting 2 extra cards, for example, for 2 treasures, thanks to the Goblin, with Silver Scrutiny, is very often absolutely game-winning play. This will be your 2 cards advantage over your opponent. You can see that we have a lot of those small card advantages in like a side effect, and this is something that grinds our opponent. So Silver Scrutiny is huge, and don't forget you can cast it from your graveyard for X as well. It means that if you are in absolute top deck mode, you have Lier and nothing else in the hand, you can just cast Silver Scrutiny next turn for 7 and just refill everything, or you can just cast it at the end step. So if Lier survives, it means that you reload so heavily that you can keep casting spells for the rest of the game. All you need is 1 single turn of Lier unanswered. We have Wandering Mind. We have only 1 of them, and this is funny. I thought about removing this one, but there is a reason for this one. Fable. When you get the chapter 3, you need something that benefits from the copying, and Wandering Mind is absolutely amazing creature to do it. And if you spend 4 mana in total, you can cast it and copy it, and that's extra 2 cards with basically a huge selection. So you know what? It's worth the slot, because you can keep this in your hand and see if Fable flips. If it does, you basically win the game. And it's worth 1 slot in the deck. And the card is still sweet. Even if you don't go for the Fable combo, it still gives you the 1 card you need, probably some cardo or removal if you are under pressure. So interesting one as well. We have Abrade for the Bankbusters. Honestly, I could see playing a little more or less Flame Blast boards and like going to 2 Abrades because of the Bankbuster, and like it really helped during the games. You will see that this really changed the game. So interesting idea, but definitely at least one is in place. Celestus ramps us into 5 drops, so that's why it's here. It also helps us get the kicker mana, and of course we don't really have healing in this deck. And that's one of the drawbacks. So this is one of the reasons we played this kind of runs and Celestus. So in a way, we can heal 5-10 damage during the game. And that's a big difference between this and not healing at all. So that's why we have those cards as well. And yeah, Memory Deluge is better on its own. Those are better with flashback. Of course, Memory already has a flashback, so you don't benefit as much with Lier with this, but it is a good card though if you are stuck in the longer grindy game. And of course, Hullbreaker Horror, and the biggest play you can make, and it pays really well because both Hullbreaker Horror and Lier benefit heavily from 1 mana instant spells, and we have those. So both of those cards are amazing, so they share the same synergy, which is sweet. For the mana base, I honestly didn't have any troubles with it. Maybe lucky day, maybe not, but definitely a stable one, 2 colors only. Yeah, and that is the deck. For the results, I really liked it. I think this is a pretty strong deck, and I think you can get to Mythic with this one. I would have to try, but it definitely feels you have so much power and you have a lot of outplay potential. With Fires of Victory, it's your decision whether you go for tempo or card advantage, and good player can benefit much from this kind of cards that have different ways they work, and you choose which one. So I think this is not only interesting deck, it feels like a full-blown control, which I personally really like. And yeah, I think it's still very decent deck, so try it. If you like Izzet, that probably is one of the decks to try. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy the intro. You will probably enjoy the games, I feel. So don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel and want to support it. And with that being said, let's go into some cool games. First, well, this is pretty good opening hand. With Fires of Victory, we can definitely remove whatever we want. I would prefer to cast them with kickers so much, but we probably will have to kill the curtains, and that's also fine, I guess. Man, this land. This is the only reason to play red right now. We cannot kill it, which kinda is not perfect. If we cast Fable, that's a problematic turn. So if we cast Fable, then we cannot kill it anymore. But I want to bait him into the... you know what exactly. I still think that we have enough cards. Like with Silver Scrutiny, you can play differently. This little sucks. I didn't want to do it really, but it is what it is. Getting Fable on board is so much more important. Even if he answers the Shaman, he's still behind. That's the beauty of the card. Alright. So will he go for 1 damage, which he should probably do? Alright, cool. We get the Shaman though. Oh, not exactly sure. So Negate is a really good card. We could go Fires. Man, what do we discard? He should, by the way, attack. No reason to not do it. Unless he wants to crew... Okay, so he wants to block the Shaman so much. And we actually want to attack, I guess. We can go up to 5 mana. Which would give us extra card. He will be at 4, so no Invoke Despair. Sure, that is the worst thing that can happen. Negate is something we cannot discard. I think we go 0. I cannot believe, but I think we go 0. That's so weird. Yeah, we will lose the Shaman, but we get an extra card thanks to this, so I think it's still worth it. Especially that we don't really want to discard those cards, so I would prefer to get a new one that I can discard. But this is such a suspicious attack that... yeah, he will probably go with the Trespasser, right? Because Bankbuster has much more value. I kinda did a little bit... oh my god, I'm so bad. Oh my god, I misplayed it so hard. What I should have done is play the land, make a treasure, and then after the blocks I should kill it. Then my goblin would be on the board. And if I destroyed the creature before, he just cruises and blocks with the other one. That was the only way to prevent the goblin dying, and I messed it up. I think I just paid the extra card to make up for my mistake, honestly. Yeah, it's so important to do it that I will actually do this. I have no idea what I will discard. No idea. Is it really Negate? I hate my life. Oh, I'm so bad. Like this is exactly my mistake. Losing this Negate was absolutely unnecessary. Oh my god. Oh, it pains me. Okay, we have the Goblin. Yay. Let's hope for no Shortlet. Because the Shortlet really punishes the Scrutiny. Is this super bad? Like, it's annoying. But this whole deck is annoying, so you know, not much of a difference, I guess. Alright, and we need to be careful with Lier, because he doesn't realize that we use the graveyard. One card is not enough. Okay. We might just go for huge Scrutiny while building our mana base. We can go for what? 4? Or just 3 at the end step? 3 at the end step seems pretty nice. I kinda want additional treasures, you know? I think we go like this. I think 1 extra mana, this is basically a free card. Man, I feel that I made such a weird plays this game. I definitely should improve on this one. This is okay, but the previous turn was abysmal, basically. We can kill it if we really want, but I don't think we really want it. Or we just go 5 cards now? And 5 cards sounds really nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I like my 5 cards. This is probably the best way, because like it's before Shortlet, so if he has one, and I think he might, we just refill and can start play the game. With Lier, we need as much mana as possible, so every land drop is extremely important. No, don't play this. Okay, good. To be fair, I actually really hoped for, what is it called? For the Firestorm. Firestorm would absolutely destroy everything. But you know, it is what it is. Not the worst. For now we will play all the untapped lands. We really want to make it work this way. Lier is not perfect here. Let's go consider. We might still hit the card that we really want. It's not the worst. We can make tokens and just start. But this is the Firestorm I was talking about. Pretty darn good. Do we do it here? Yeah, because he will activate the curtains next turn. I mean, let's do the thing. Oh, feels so satisfying. Even the Lotus was happy. Basically the whole universe is happy when you sweep the mono black. And he never drew a single card from this. That's how you know the mentality of aggro player. Never draw cards. He's stuck on 3 lands, but he never cared to, you know, try to get more. And that's something you really like. Okay, what are the spells? Consider is 1 extra card, but that's it. 1 extra card. And we can remove whatever he plays. I think it's still the best. He cannot answer a dance step, which is a big deal. Yeah, if he wants to kill Lier, he needs to use full turn for it. And that's good enough, because we still get to cycle some cards and probably draw something else. Oh, now we are drawing. Now, my friend, it's too late to keep drawing cards. Against Lier on the board, you don't draw cards. Oh, that's... oh my god, he won't be happy about the outcome. He won't be happy. Oh, that's so perfect. Alright, let's consider and pretend we just stopped the... I think this turn closed the game. I'm pretty sure we won already. This is not the worst, but we can do better than this. And I'm not making any kind of jokes here. Alright, so... see ya! Oh, my heart. So warm, so happy. We will play all the untapped mana. We definitely want to maximize what we have. Smirk into your face, and now we have Make Disappear. And we can, I guess, kill our own Lier if we really need to. Sounds like a great plan, doesn't it? And we say go. So if he plays Shrouded or something, we just kill it with Fires of Victor or whatever. But we can just use Karn Silex. That's pretty epic. Sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how you kill me with this one. And you will have to kill your own Bandbuster as well, which is sweet. Like, we can flashback just for X, right? So I'm pretty happy about the outcome. If I'm right, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nice. 3 extra cards for free. That's a big score that we cannot cast. A bit unfortunate. And let's go with Fires of Victory. Even though it's more power, I want to make sure that we have the exile effect in case he plays more underdogs. By the way, I just want to point out amazing synergy that he runs. Players can pay life to activate abilities. Yeah, like he's playing his own counter in the deck. Why not? Why not? Alright, so let's go with the Fable. So he will activate for 5. And yeah, we will be able to double a big score. So we should draw into like Hullbreaker or something like this. Because we will flashback it for the treasures. And he needs to get rid of Silex, his own board, and all the mana basically that he has. Otherwise he's giving us so much value. Yeah, and he basically swept his own board, which is sweet. So let's go for the big score. Get rid of one of the lands. Painland is the worst. Honestly, this one is probably the worst. And let's go for the big score. We still get the treasures from the new one, so it's absolutely fine. And let's get rid of this one. We are at 15, so we just need untapped mana. We could go for the consider, I guess, how much cards we have. You know what? I don't mind it. Like, we have enough mana to make it work. Oh, he won't be happy about this. Enjoy your Silex. Oh, that was way too funny. Oh my god, he got absolutely wrecked on this one. Goes first. I think I will keep it. Like, Fires of Victory is such a good card, man. I like it more and more. Let's start with this one first, because we don't have 1 mana play. And you really want to cast it for this 5 mana. It slows you down in the tempo, but it basically gives you 1 extra card over your opponent, and sometimes that's all it takes. Let's go for Island. We don't need to pain lands. Or to pain ourselves, should I say. Bankbuster is super annoying, because, man, he can just get so much extra value. I really don't like it. I honestly don't like it. Man, if I had the Abrade, I would kill the Bankbuster so much. I would kill it so much. Right, this is awkward. We don't really have place and our opponent can refill, but we have 6 cards and he has only 4. In reality he has 7, so a bit more than us, but we have Silver Scrutiny. Oh, be careful what you wish for. That was pure skill, by the way. The fact that we ran 1 in the deck and it was one of the top 50 cards is absolutely my perfect skill of Mythic. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Oh, that felt so good. Alright, he still gets a card, so we are definitely not on the winning side yet. He actually has more than us, but that definitely helped. Definitely helped. Faber? Yeah, I think that's a good card. Let's see if he runs counter spells. I think this is Make Disappear. I'm pretty sure that, like, hard counter spells usually take 2 blue mana, and unless he plays Negate. But not many decks play a lot of Negates, so usually it's Make Disappear in reality. And with Faber, he has no great options right now, and we can use every extra mana. Yeah, that's fine. Probably the best answer, but we still get 1 free card, you know? And we can cycle the Blessed board probably, unless he plays his Faber. Sure. Planeswalker. Okay, cool. So we are forced to live with this little annoying guy. I think I will draw card, right? Drawing cards seems cool. Alright, this definitely. And I think nothing else, honestly. Like, Negate is amazing. And I like this draw. It's pretty epic. Oh, it's so tempting to just go for 2 mana and keep the shield up, but I think it's better. Let's see. You will learn with me, because I have absolutely no idea if we get absolutely punished or not. But I just want the card advantage, because the game will boil down to who had more cards over the game. And I want lands, because lands translate to cards thanks to scrutiny. And suddenly, on the board we are even. And suddenly, we have a Hullbreaker Horror. And suddenly, we have options. Of course we could main phase this, but I much rather play it for 3. Stop with the things. It's fine. It's annoying. It's really good like answer, but he still traded 2 cards for 1, and you can slowly see that we are equalizing, even after the Bankbuster thing. He still traded 2 for 1 with the Bankbuster. And Samurai, like, he will learn that his damage does not matter. So now we go for 3, because that means that we have still Negate. So if we really care about this card, we will get this. And then he needs to tap out a dead step, which is also very good for us. Oh, it's such a shame that you don't have more blue mana. That's what you get. You don't play decks with no blue mana, man. That's what happens. If they were blue, you would just get this. And this is pretty okay. So we can play the Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, I will take it. It's good enough. Generally, I think they might have Fateful Absence, so we just bounce the Hullbreaker probably. But this is like absolute best draw he can have, so hopefully it's not this. And when we untap, the game should be over, I think. So, my friend, what are your amazing answers? And I wouldn't play this whole thing if not consider. I don't think he can make 2 deadly plays. I think he can make 1 deadly play. That's probably the game. This is absolute madness. So if we attack, he probably uses the Emperor, right? He probably does. And we will just use what? Yeah, we will just consider it, I think. Or you know what? No. No. I've changed my mind. I want more cards. I want instant thing. And Wandering Emperor is annoying, especially if he has two mana like Fateful Absence. But with this we can basically get more answers. And Fires of Victor is nice. We can target even our own mind. This means that we have more plays. Like, we have more cards, and that's what counts. Like, as long as we get cards, we can outvalue him so super much. Oh, he won't like it. This is perfect Otawara target, by the way. Yeah, let's go Otawara. Now we get the extra card, and he didn't. Oh, the pain. That was crushing. That was actually so important. He wanted to get rid of the creature, he wanted to get ahead in the cards, and suddenly we are getting ahead on the cards, and he did nothing. And we still have Consider, and our Hullbreaker is not tapped, so Emperor cannot hit it. I think the walls are closing. Yeah, we absolutely outplayed this guy, I feel. Alright, we are going first. Man, this is a really good opening. I like it. Even the tap lands, we don't really suffer from anything. And on the turns it matters, we will be able to play everything we want. And okay, I'm greedy, I like this 1 HP. I was thinking about the triumphs for so long. Okay, Bankbuster. Ooh, that's different. Yeah, let's go for the Bankbuster. Like, basically getting this mana for free. Like, if we cast the tap land, we waste all the mana. So basically we got first instance of Bankbuster, so the casting for free. And that's a huge one. That's a huge one. Alright, Fable. We have the Firestorm, so it means we are not scared of what's going on. And he cannot get above 5 toughness on this turn. By the way, why would you play in unranked like the most meta deck ever? I think this is one of the highest win rate decks right now. as well. I think some versions have like 63% or something crazy. Yeah. Alright, so with Bankbuster I think we don't need this one, we don't have enough time. I will keep the rest though, they are pretty sweet. Yeah, kinda. What is the chance we don't draw anything? Yeah, it's still an additional card though. So if we play this, we are at 3 mana, so it means that we only cast one thing. So we can cast additional thing with the Bankbuster always. Moment. So maybe I phrased it wrong. So basically we will get 2 things to do, and the last thing we do extra is drawing card with Bankbuster. So basically playing untapped land gives us additional card though. So I think it's worth it. Sure. Alright, all the lands are tapped. And I think he wants the land, so let's counter it. You can pay 1 with the Lone Speaker. Now, I think he played it to play land from the top of his deck, but it still doesn't mean he doesn't have it, you know? Smart attack. Smart attack. We can kill it, but it's still annoying, so let's just draw a card and see what we get. Because from that depends how we play, right? And now we have Kiki-Jiki, that's something. It's definitely a thing. And you know what? I will actually use the Fires of Victory. So how many counters? It will be 5 toughness. Kinda annoying, but okay. I think we have enough card advantage to be a little bit wasteful, you know? Maybe I should try to bait him, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay, and I want to... yeah, if I play the land, I think I wouldn't have enough. That was the reason I did it main phase. I thought that I just deal more damage, so it's a bit easier, and I will do it anyway. There could be an upside that he used it for mana, so this would be tapped and he would attack with the other one. Well, that's a monkey. For you. Hi, monkey. Monkey is irritating, but we have ways to answer it. Kinda. Problem is we need a little bit more mana to do it. Not sure if we get it. With this deck, definitely do not play land as your first thing for the turn, because sometimes, like here, it proves to be a bad decision. Alright. That was a little bit bad on my side. I cannot get Hullbreaker, which sucks a little bit. Alright, so if I draw a card... Oh man, I want to stack the cards. But I think we still do this, because we can use the reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Oh, that's a good one! Alright, we're getting somewhere. Like, this is a pretty big deal. We could also Fires of Victory, we would go for 5 damage. We can kill the Lone Speaker, but I really don't want this one. So I think this will be what? Fading Hope into Celestus? Yeah, let's do it. No. How much is it? 5 mana. If he plays a 1-drop... I don't think he has 1-drops. Alright, let's try. Because he can kill Celestus, right? So that's the point. Monkey, go home. Alright, good monkey. Good monkey. No real point in attacking. We'll just use Kiki as a blocker. Or we can just crew the Bankbuster. But we don't really get much value unless you want to sacrifice. No, we won't have enough mana, we will lack 1. Because we can copy the Bankbuster, I believe it comes with all the tokens, counters, so we can draw a card. Cool. As long as there's no... Okay, he doesn't have it. That's really good. That's really good. So, you know what? You can do it. You will crew. Now, we will copy it. I think, yeah, we get... Okay, so that I was right. So you get the counters, and you basically got a free card, though, if you want this turn. And you know, that's kinda huge. And also, this is freaking huge! Well, I mean... This should do it, right? 1 extra mana and we would double Hullbreaker. Oh, right, no. I actually want to kill something else, I guess. Because we want to bounce this one, right? Man, this treasure was pretty big, wasn't it? And now they need to kill Hullbreaker with 8 toughness or they do nothing. We are at 14, so we won't be dead. I mean, let's cruel with this one. Oh, you ain't happy? You know what happens. You know what happens. You lose, you already lost the game. But still, oh, he's not happy playing meta deck and still losing. Alright, so let's do it like this. I don't think we need to defend too much, honestly. 1, 2, and oh, he won't be happy. First, I think this is a decent hand. It's not perfect, you generally don't really want to see Hullbreaker in your opening hand. This is why we play as a one-off, okay? This is literally why. But we still get it and it's fine. Oh my god, it's mono blue. Not this deck. Oh, this will be hard. We go for cards and we play cards until he stops countering. Oh, what a surprise. Yeah, against this deck basically you play aggro or Void Rends. Honestly, this is probably the best draw we could have. We will have to kill Jin with double Flame Blast Bolt and that's not amazing. Yeah, if I cast something it should be on the end step. I don't know, it will be super hard. Okay. This is our... oh, no 1 mana instance. He might have Fading Hope still. Alright, this is important. I really want my lands. Abrade probably the worst one, it doesn't really kill anything, so it's pretty crappy. Fable, for sure. Do we go double Fable? Yeah. Like, we need cards to play. Against this kind of deck, all you can do is just keep playing cards. Okay, that's a perfect... it's unfortunate he discarded this one. Okay, it's fortunate that he played this one. Like, with Fable, we have some plays. Negate, sure. I heard you don't have 1 mana. He might have Fading Hope so that he can, you know, save it. Okay, that's fine. We need to run him out of options. Like, if he keeps drawing what he needs, like exactly this card, this is the best draw of his deck. This is exactly what we didn't want to happen. Oh man, this deck. Like, this has full control. It always depends. If they whiff, they might lose. If they don't whiff, you have no chance and nothing you do matters. So, you know, the usual. But we have very good Firestorm. A lot of players don't play very well around Firestorm. Like, man, if we... oh, right, we messed around. I got excited that maybe we, you know, have a chance. Let's go like this. Let's see if he tries to protect it, but generally he doesn't have too many ways, unless he just drew one. Yeah, this will be irritating. So we need Fable. This is the reason why we play it like this. Because that... he usually... new players try to really go for like protecting the spell. He has terror, he doesn't need to counter it really. He goes for full aggression. This is 10 damage, we don't care. Like, mono blue cannot deal direct damage. Either they have creature or they do nothing. Alright, Bankbuster. It's super tempting, but super hard to play. Flame Blast board, good against Delver and nothing else basically, so I think we don't have this luxury. Man, Bankbuster is super greedy. Do we go for it? Oh man. I will keep it. I'm not sure if that's a correct decision or call, whatever. He has only 1 card. He has literally 1 card. First, we attack because we want extra mana. But it won't matter if that's a counter spell, he wins. If that's not a counter spell, probably we will win. However, let's see. Did we bait enough? Did he waste his interactions well enough? No. He still had... oh, you are so proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you as well. You smoked creatures and played the cards. Well, that's definitely annoying. I don't think he played very well, but he still drew first for Discovery. And that refilled... so he was nearly out of gas, and he just top decked this card from the top, we saw it. And that basically gave him probably 3 counter spells or something like this.